Yeah, we go way back, way back, way back. I know you got love for me, you ain't gotta say that. I don't see a thing that could really ever change that, 'cause we be going way back, way back, way back. I know you got love for me, you ain't gotta say that. I don't see a thing that could really ever change that, 'cause we be going
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Nice Guys Podcast. Got a gang with us today. I'm ready for this one. This episode is going to be dope as hell. I am super excited. Got the boy D Money with me after taking last week off, so I'm super excited to let me get some camera adjustments here, and super excited to chop it up with him, have him back on the show. And D Money, it's exciting. We're down Duper today, but this is the first special guest to not only appear twice on the show, but that motherfucker coming back spinning the block for a third time. AW, real quick before we get into the EP, how are you, brother?
Could be better. Could be better right now.
Yeah, on cloud nine or what? You say could or couldn't?
No, I couldn't be any better.
Oh, okay, all right.
Oh, in all aspects.
Okay.
Straight right now.
Hell yeah. Love it. Gonna have a great conversation with this guy. Appreciate him coming back on for the third time. Yeah, we got an action packed EP ahead of us. Gonna have a really cool conversation. We got this or that coming back for the second straight week. We've got another blind ranks ahead of us. We've got keep 5, cut 5, and then if we got some time at the end of the EP, we'll do some questions before moving into the top 5. And if we don't, then we don't, and we'll move it on for the next week. But nonetheless, D Money, hey, how are ya?
Hey, how are ya? I'm better than what I was, but still dealing with fucking some shit mentally, but hey.
Yeah, we here.
Gotta do what you gotta do. But, took a little mental break for the last 2 weeks. But, glad to be back.
Yeah.
Glad to be back. Oh.
You sound like you're, you got a little nasal going on. You a little sick or what? Cold?
My kid's fucking sick. She fucking nasally as all hell.
Mm.
Been waking up coughing like crazy last couple nights. I think it's from the altitude and shit. Like from being in Tennessee and shit last week.
Yeah. I feel it, bro.
But it was a good time. So
how was
I can't
it?
bitch.
How was the trip? What'd we do before we get in with the segment here with AW?
I was there from Sunday. We left around 5ish in the morning on Sunday and didn't get back until Thursday night. I'm fucking terrible at remembering shit anymore. But
all good.
the fuck did we do Sunday? I think we just went up into the mountains and shit and drove through the mountains and tried to find some bears and shit.
Get a little black bear. What?
Yeah,
Brown bear.
didn't find any at all. All we saw was a couple deer, some butterflies,
Nice.
a squirrel.
Nice.
I think that's it.
Hell yeah.
But
Hell
then Monday, I can't fucking remember. Monday, there's a lot of shit to do down there. You can go to Pigeon Forge and there's there's fucking just stores up and down you all the way down the left and right of you while you're driving through. Same with Gatlinburg. You park in Gatlinburg and it's more like a walking thing you can do. Kind of like a boardwalk type deal, but it's in the middle of the street. That makes sense?
Oh, yeah, that's dope. Yeah, I know what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
it's fun, dude. There's a lot of shit to do. Good things. We're probably going to go back in a couple years when Isla's a little bit older because we can do things with her.
For sure.
But putt. We putt one night.
Hell yeah.
Colton. You know Colton.
Hmm.
He was there with us, and he was talking all this shit, saying he's the best putter in the world. And I'm like, all right, well, we'll see. Yeah, I beat the shit out of him.
Had to show him what's up.
I beat him by like 44 strokes.
That's crazy.
Yeah, he had I think 5 10s.
Nice. That's
Yeah.
tough. Tough seed.
Yeah, but Alexis did good. She surprised me. She surprised me big time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was fun though. Bunch of food. Went to this place called Frizzle's Chicken. They have like the chickens up above you, and they're all like named differently. Like Henny Chesney was one of them.
Nice.
They have like all the names different on all of them, and they sing to you while you're sitting there eating. They
That's
cluck
dope.
at you, but in they're like a tune of like a song.
Yeah.
It was
that's
pretty cool.
sweet. Yeah.
There's a shit ton of them too. That one was fun. We did the Alcatraz Crime Museum, which was cool.
Hell yeah.
I didn't get the chance to really look at everything when we were walking through there because I had a stroller with me and people were just inconsiderate as fuck. They
Yeah.
just don't care that I was there.
Yeah. That's facts.
So it kind of pissed me off. So every time that someone was like, basically like letting me know like, hey, I want to look at your shit, I just moved to the next room. So they're like, there wasn't much that I got to see for like the early on days, but like I saw like just the ones that I wanted to see the most, like all the sports. Like OJ's car was there, Ted Bundy's car,
Oh, that's crazy. Pretty cool.
Bonnie and Clyde, which is pretty fucking cool.
Mm.
They had a thing about Big Ben there.
Did they really? Hey,
Yeah,
hey, thank you, brother.
yeah. Joy said something. Hey, Dustin, your boy's on the wall.
Oh my god.
I was like, hey, well, at least we got a Steeler in here, not a Colt,
There we go. That's funny.
But-
stuff.
But that was pretty cool. There was some mob shit that I like to see, mafia stuff. Frank Abagnale, you know who that is?
Can't say
There's a
that I
movie
do.
made about him. Catch Me If You Can with Leo.
Oh yeah, okay.
That's
I know
Frank
something about-
Abagnale or whatever. He was the one that like forged all those checks and like flew all
Yeah.
over the world. Like as he said he was a like an airplane pilot or co-pilot or something. I don't
Yeah.
even remember, but it was a good fucking movie. Tom Hanks is in it.
I was going to ask you if Tom Hanks was the agent that was investigating him.
Yeah,
That's what I thought.
yeah, he was. What else was there? Bernie Madoff. There was a thing about him there.
Hmm.
I was hoping Jordan Belfort would have been in there.
That'd
That'd have been
dope.
fucking cool.
Yeah.
He wasn't though. What else? What else was in there? There was a lot of shit. I mean, it was fucking cool. I was hoping I would see something about like the Peaky Blinders or something,
Oh yeah, that'd be
but
sweet.
I don't think they ever like got in trouble though. Like this is all people that like did crime and shit,
Yeah.
So,
Hmm.
What else was there that I liked? Oh, they had a like this game where you get to go down and you get to shoot a gun. It was like the toy guns, like like the arcade
Mhm.
target gun game. Me and Alexis did it, and we set the record. We had like 70 fucking thousand or something.
Damn.
I went to go put. Yeah, we were fucking
Bragger.
snapping. What the fuck else? That was mostly it for that. But I mean, that was pretty cool. So if you get the chance to go down there, go do that. But I mean, have either of you guys been there?
I've always wanted to go to Tennessee. Yeah.
Well, it's fucking dope. So like we stayed in Seaverville, and that's where the biggest Buc-ee's is, biggest in the world,
Oh hell yeah.
which was pretty fucking cool. But it was annoying too because when we first got there, that's when we first went when we stopped because we were passing it,
Yeah.
and there was just so many fucking people in there. It was like impossible to walk around the place. But we went back right before we left because I had to get gas, and it was cheap as shit there compared to anywhere else.
Mhm.
But once we got there, that was in Seaverville, stayed in Seaverville, and then like literally you take a right out of the fucking hotel, go to the light, make a right, and you pass like the Titanic thing, Wonderworks. I don't really know what that was, but it's a big upside down building.
Oh yeah,
I think it's like a
they got those in Myrtle too.
optical illusion type deal.
Yeah.
They had like the mirror, like the lens behind the lens thing. There's a bunch of cool shit. Then Alcatraz, obviously. But yeah, I want to go back. It was a nice little getaway, but you know, spent way too much money.
Feel you. I feel you.
Fucking. But hey, what are you gonna do?
What you gonna do? Can't take it with you when you're gone.
Right. Yeah, but I think that's about it. That was pretty much it. We ate. I ate a shit ton. I mean, we ate a fucking lot. But
That's cool.
yeah,
Gotta love it. Gotta love
listen.
it.
Last thing I want to say. Have you ever had? Remember when Pizza Hut used to have that apple dessert pizza?
Oh my god, dude, how can I forget?
Listen,
That
they
strawberry
stopped.
one?
I don't care about the strawberry one. Fuck that. I want the apple. But
Hey.
they don't have it anymore. CC's has a somewhat okay. I've never had CC's.
Oh really? Oh, CC's.
There's just nothing. They're not around me. So like,
There was one in Robinson. They
ain't
must have
gonna
went
go
out of
fucking
town.
CC's in Robinson.
Fuck yeah. There ain't no, or
But,
you wouldn't go up there.
I wouldn't. I got other places to eat up there. The Chick-fil-A up there. That's all I want from up there.
Hell yeah. Chick-fil-A gas.
But but they have like a kind of like that the apple dessert thing. Dude, I probably ate 10 slices of it.
I'll blame you.
Like I fucking killed that shit. It was so fucking good. 10.
Not 9.
No, not 9. 10. But yeah, it was good. It was good.
That's cool. Well, we're glad you had a good time, and we're glad you're back rocking the pod with us. And I definitely understand. I can empathize with you on the tourist thing. Aaron and I went and just got back today from a trip to DC, so that was cool. We had a good time and did a couple things out there. Did the putt-putt thing, and it was like an indoor thing. It had a bar and a restaurant with it, and it had like 3 different courses. There were 9 holes, and the scorecards were touchscreen, which I thought was pretty cool. So like you just had like on each hole there was a touchscreen thing that you added your score to it, and the one was an optical illusion one. Then there was a gallery one, and then I think there was an art. What was the other one?
Conservatory.
Yeah, conservatory, like flowers and shit. So it was pretty cool though. It was dope. But yeah, we had a good time. But there, ton of people, man, crazy. We walked everywhere yesterday. I think we walked like 5 miles, and then it was really dope. I texted AW about it. But have you ever heard of the Lime scooters? So they're like QR code battery powered scooters, like electric scooters, like you stand on. And I downloaded the app, and it gave me like a 30-minute pass, and you could add as many up to 5 people on it. And you scan the QR code on the scooter, and then you pay for it through your phone, and you just fucking zooming, bro. We were riding around DC in the bike lane, because that's how you had to ride them in the bike lanes. They're on shared roads with the bike lanes. And so we were just, sometimes we get on the scooters, but yeah, I wasn't walking 5 miles back to the hotel, so we just took it and hopped on the scooter, and we were just cooking. Them things flew through. Not like anything crazy fast, but they were fun. They had a bike version, a seated scooter version, and a standard scooter version. We just hopped on the standard or the standing scooters. But anyway,
Yeah.
I've
seen quite a few people get whacked on those things.
have you?
On campus and shit, yeah.
Oh,
When
they
I'm
have
going
them
to camp-
there.
Yeah, they got them all over the place, all through the cities
Yeah,
this way.
it's sick
Called
though. I
spin
mean, it's a hell of a
scooters.
way to get up there. You know, what is it? Spin?
No, that's cool.
The orange ones? Yeah.
Yeah.
They had those there, and then they had VOs, VEO, and they were black and turquoise. Those things look sick. Those ones were dope because they had like, I don't know, they just had like, it looked like more updated. But
Yeah,
but
the ones down here get treated like shit.
yeah, the Lime ones are I think a part of Uber because it was like Lime plus Uber. So, but anyway, it was pretty sweet. It was a cool way to get around, and yeah, got back today and got back on the grind and did some shit. So but nonetheless, AW, we appreciate you coming back on the show, brother. Appreciate you coming back here. We got some got some questions to ask you. Just a little bit, so life update essentially, some questions like that, and me and you have been talking for the last couple of weeks off camera about some books and stuff that we've been getting into here, and I'm curious to hear the feedback on those, and yeah. So first and foremost, my important question to you is the last time you were on the show, you were getting ready to head into surgery for the shoulder. And so now we are post surgery, post recovery from that. How's that process been for you? Has it been easier than what you thought, harder than what you thought? What's your feedback on that?
Well, not entirely out of it yet,
Yeah.
but the recovery's definitely been a lot easier than I was expecting. Um, Going in, I thought, and everybody else thought, the um, surgery was going to be a lot more, what's the word, like a more severe, injury that they would have to go in and repair. But the labrum wasn't even torn in my shoulder. It
Hmm.
was called them capillary tears. I've never heard of it until I looked it up after. But yeah, that made the recovery seem to be like it wasn't going to be as big of a hurdle, I guess, from getting from day one to where I'm at now. I mean, I'm not even wearing a sling, and it's a month out from the day. So,
Hmm.
it's been a lot easier. Um, I've got had to push back the initial checkup due to some unexpected events with animals.
Mm-hmm.
Had to push it back a few weeks, so I've got my checkup on the 19th. But I'm assuming that that checkup will be my door, I guess, to therapy to get back to lifting weights. But yeah, I mean, it's been a lot easier than I was expecting for sure. Now, we'll see what happens down the road, but definitely not as big of a life change as I thought it was going to be.
How would you say your mindset differs now than it did when you let's just talk me through what was your mindset leading into the 24 hours before surgery? How is that?
Oh well, yeah, it's a night and day difference. I mean, for one, it's the first surgery I've ever had ever,
Oh, really?
so that was a big thing.
Yeah.
And this is probably pretty normal, but the night before, I mean, nerves are shot. Like I didn't sleep at all. I tried, but I couldn't, like, going into it,
Yeah.
because it's
Yeah.
such a big thing for me with with the gym and all that stuff. So
Yeah.
um, yeah, it was a mess. Not like crying and shit like that, but just like like maximum stress levels, like going in. And then I get in there, check in everything, and then I go in the back and get changed and shit. And I'm in the little fucking gown on the bed. And then for the weirdest part about all of that is usually like you would think about that, and that would be like when the stress is peaking.
Yeah.
But for me, it was like as soon as I walked in the back and then like changing all that shit and got hooked up to the fucking IVs and everything, like all of it just like flushed out of me. Like the stress was just gone.
Mm.
I pretty much had almost like accepted my fate. You know what I mean? I'm like, all right, it's here. Like this is it.
It's happening, whether you like it or
Yeah,
not.
Yeah. Right.
exactly. I was just like, this is what it is. So, and yeah, I mean, getting put under for the first time was weird. It was pretty cool though. The worst thing I will say had nothing to do with recovery or anything like leading up to it. Have you ever heard of a nerve block? Either of you?
Like a shot, like the shot thing.
Yes, yes,
So
yes.
I've had them in my mouth, and they
Oh man,
yeah.
then I got no room to fucking
No,
complain.
go
But
ahead. Go ahead.
so he's like the anesthesiologist. He's like, you want a nerve block? It's like a thing we recommend, and most people take it up with us. You know what I mean? I was like, yeah, sure. Like if it's gonna help with pain and stuff, like whatever. Didn't really ask any questions. Like yeah, sure. So I'm like sitting up on this bed. I pull over this little screen to my left. Say I always forget the word every time I'm telling this story again, but it's like something it's like a plastic thing they rub against your skin. They can see under it.
Like the
Um,
ultrasound?
yes, that's what
Okay.
it is. I don't know why I forget that shit every
Had
time,
that on my nuts,
but
so I should know about it.
yeah, exactly. So he's like, look to the left. There'll be a screen on that side, and then you can see as we're doing it, right? So I'm like, okay, not really thinking into it too much. I'm like, it'll be a little thing, no big deal. So he's doing it, and then I look at my peripheral. I can see this. I mean, it's like half of
Mm.
this. It's more than half of this. This needle.
Ugh.
He's like, "You ready?" And I'm looking
Yeah,
over. I'm
fuck
like,
that.
I was not expecting this at all.
Oh,
I'm
damn.
like, oh shit. So I'm like, okay.
Ugh.
Just as all the stress was gone, right? He hits it.
In
It's
the
like
neck?
you ever like just get pushed on your neck and it's just like going weird, and then
Yeah.
but it's just going and going further and further.
Damn.
And it's like this terrible pressure, and it's painful the entire time. And then
Damn, dude.
I don't know if it's a part of the process or not, but dude hits the nerve in my neck with the needle. I don't know if that's part of it or like, I have no idea.
I don't know.
So my arm just like shoots out. Like it feels like it gets hit with like the current of a fucking house. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Like the worst thing ever. Then after that, I mean, 5 minutes later, I couldn't even move my arm. Like I couldn't even pick my arm up. So
Damn, dude, that's crazy.
I was good after that, but that was by far the worst part of the entire experience.
Yeah, fuck that, dude.
Yeah.
I love how people always say like, "Oh, you have tattoos. You shouldn't be afraid of needles, man." It's a lot
Completely
different.
fucking different
It's
needle
totally
for
different.
one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for like
Yeah.
we're talking about
And
a
you're
needle
getting-
like that as
Yeah.
opposed to like that.
Yeah, like you're getting a
This
fucking a
looked
shot,
like-
bro.
Ugh.
It's fucking going into your skin
Yeah.
until
Into that muscle, dude.
yeah.
Like
all
scary
that.
cartoons about doctor visits for kids, and they pull out the big fucking
Yeah.
syringe needle.
That's facts.
Say everything
That's accurate.
I would imagine.
Yeah, that's crazy.
100%.
Yeah, I got one. I'll probably get another one when I go back here next month for my second set of cavities. But I got 3 cavities filled, and they were like deep cavities, bro. She put 2 up here and 1 down here, while it was on this side, and she hit that, and I felt like a pop. It like felt like something popped, and
Did you put that needle in your mouth?
yeah,
A big one.
I don't know. I didn't look, but.
The big one.
There was like it was 2 up top because I had 2 that were fixed up top and then 1 down here, right here.
Oh my god.
She put
So
that
that's
in there.
into your gums?
Yeah, so like the one was on this side of my gum, like up into my cheekbone, and
Yeah,
then
yeah.
one was in the roof of my mouth, like towards the back half of my teeth, and then one went down here just because it was a easier one to get to. She popped them things, dude. I was like. I started to get lightheaded, and I was like, "Oh my god, I'm about to pass out." She was like,
I'm about to pass out.
she's freaking out, and I'm like, "Nah," I said, "I'm good." I'm like, "I'm all right," but
Holy shit.
yeah, dude, no, I know what you're talking about. And then it's like 5 minutes later, bro, because they hit you with like more numbing shit after, and I was like,
Probably the normal numbing shit.
like the rubbing shit,
Yeah.
like on a Q-tip and shit. They put that on, bro. I'm sitting there. I like stupid looking because I couldn't even shut my gums, bro. I couldn't even shut my mouth. Yeah, and then it was terrible. Yeah, I know what you're talking about though. Holy shit. Yeah, if I'd have saw that motherfucker coming at my neck like that, that's raps.
Yeah, I mean, how bad could the pain really be if you're slinged up and chilling all day? Like, what the fuck do I need more pain relief? I got all these prescribed fucking painkillers and anti-inflammatories. It's like,
Yeah.
and then I got this thing that velcros around my arm with like a tube attached to it. It runs like cold water through it, so it's like like an ice pack wrapped all the way around you. Like, what do I need this 4-foot needle in my neck for?
Yeah. Just sitting there permanently.
Yeah,
Fucking spat.
terrible. Like the worst. I never, since a kid, I never had issues with needles. Like back then, like I'd be screaming and crying as a little fucking kid. But like I know people now that are like, "Oh, I don't fuck with needles." It's
Yeah.
like grow the fuck up. But those change your mind
Hey,
a little bit.
let me
A little
back up. Hey, I don't think I need that now.
Yeah,
Damn, bro, that's
wish I would have
crazy.
spoke up and said that.
Yeah, that's
Didn't
probably
need
for
that
the
part of
best.
experience.
Yeah.
For sure.
Holy shit. So, So we're talking. So we're through the surgery now. How was talk me through? So we did the 24 hours before. Talk me through 24 hours after, or I guess even 48.
Mm,
Is that tough?
yeah.
Was it? I heard it might have been a little bit tough. Or
I mean, for me, I come out. I was like, what? I forgot that it was a thing where you had to be wheeled out. I
yeah.
was like, I was ready to walk out. Like I was good.
Hmm.
Even I was good. Ride home, I was good. They're like, you'll probably go home the first day after and sleep the day away, maybe the next 2 days. But I was like the complete opposite. Like, yeah, I was groggy from like the medication and everything, and literally just having surgery, but it wasn't like I wanted to go home and just sleep. Like I was up, moving around, like trying to cook food and shit. Like it wasn't as big of a bounce back, I guess, from the sedatives or whatever they gave me for the anesthesia and everything coming off of that. Like really didn't impact me as much as people say it does.
Mm.
So I don't know what that was all about, but I felt good from the day I left. I didn't really have any negative experience with pain or anything, just normal shit, but
Yeah.
maybe even less than normal, to be honest with you.
That's good. I mean, that just means your recovery is going to be a lot faster, probably, than what you think it's going to be. So, and then
Yeah, hoping.
next steps are PT.
Uh,
Is that what we're looking at? How long is that going to
yep.
be?
Probably at least a month and a half, 2 months. I'm thinking. I don't think I can get anything shorter than that. Even if I'm cleared, I'll probably do the rest of my. I'll do the rest. I'll fill the rest of that time out with doing my own therapy shit, just so I
Hmm.
because I'm gonna be paranoid getting back into it in the beginning. So I'll probably take an extra few weeks on my own, and I just sharpen the tools before I get back in there.
Yeah. Make sure we're doing it the right way. Getting back in there.
Yeah, I can't take another. And I've got a back thing waiting for that to settle, but I don't need any
Oh
more
yeah, that's true.
pending surgeries.
Yeah, I don't blame you. I don't blame you at all. Um, D Money, you got any questions at all you want to ask?
Nope,
And
he pretty much fucking told me from start to finish there.
there we go. We got it.
Yeah.
No, I think I kind of. I'm glad that I was able to correctly foreshadow this conversation. Because I kind of jumped the gun last week on the pod when it was Duper and I's episode, and was like, hey, I was going to think about getting AW out here, and hopefully that you were able to come on. I didn't want to put pressure on you to have to feel like you were forced to come on, but no, we definitely appreciate you coming back on. But I want to talk to you a little bit about these books you've been reading because we're I think all three of us kind of really share you know, uh, I don't know the right word I want to look for or to use, but I think we all just have a common ground of way of thinking about mental health and what it is in 2024 for young men in America. But you're reading some books that are kind of changing the mental and shaping the way that you think about things. Uh, First and foremost, I guess, simple questions. How many books have you read in regards to that stuff?
Pretty early in, but I'm at 4 now. Taking a few days before I start into the next one, but you know, 4 is 4 it's been. I mean, I started a little bit before surgery,
Uh huh.
and then I just finished my last one few maybe 3 4 days ago. So yeah, feels good. Feels good to not always read books to try to pick up knowledge or even um, just feel productive doing it. Like I get that too,
Yeah.
but sometimes just reading anything, like any kind of maybe if it's even like an opposing idea or way of looking at shit. It doesn't even have to necessarily change the way you think about shit, but it makes you it turns the gears in your mind.
Okay.
You're getting like good. It's good to have more than just like social media shit, like reading fucking bullshit articles about X, Y, and Z. It's like go to the source of people who really got it figured out. Try to pick up something from them. If you don't pick it up, at least read the whole thing, and maybe you'll pick up one sentence on the last page you know,
Right.
or maybe you'll just feel productive reading, like reading anything, and that'll translate in the rest of your day.
Hmm.
That's been part of it too. You don't always pick up everything. I don't, at least. I don't always, doesn't always I don't absorb every bit of, the idea that they're trying to express throughout however many pages in the book. It's just sometimes just sit down, read, and kind of gets you moving after that. Makes you think about how you want to attack the rest of your day
For
or your
sure.
life,
For sure.
anything.
For sure. So what? Same author for all 4 books?
No, the second to last one I just read, and then the one I'm about to start is the same, but the first one, the second one, and the last one that I read are different. Like, one of them was James Clear,
Hmm.
and then the two that are the same was Wayne Dyer.
I've heard of him.
Will be the next one I read, and then can't think of the last two off the top of my head, but yeah, Wayne Dyer's money,
Money dude, huh?
definitely.
Hell yeah. Um. So what made that push for you to pick those kind of books, those types of books up and really dive into them?
Well, um, there's two different kinds of books that I kind of gravitate towards for different reasons.
Hmm.
Um, the first book that I read, I started it last year, and I didn't finish it till whenever I decided to start reading again this year. And it's Atomic Habits. It's kind of like a baseline, fix your life, almost like a workshop kind of thing.
Okay.
More like practical real life solutions to it's like tiny little things, and then it amounts to like bigger things in your life. So it started with that. I started with kind of wanting to just broaden my horizons with real life shit, and like finding motivation to get shit done that's really important, and maybe taking a step back from that and looking at smaller little things throughout my day that I overlook, and maybe if I change those, I can set myself up better to get more motivation, or just even just more discipline to like attack school, attack anything that really fucking matters that I want to get after. But I don't really. There's one you know thing that happened where I decided to start reading the other kind of books, like the Wayne Dyer books, the more like on the more like spiritual wealth side, kind of like freeing yourself from life's bullshit. There's really no one significant event that made me get into those kind of things. I think it was just growing up a little bit, maturing, kind of shifting my focus away from like ego shit and material shit, and kind of just like I've always had that thing in the back of my head that that was never really something I was into. But I think just giving those kind of books a shot, all in outside, they were just waiting there, And once I picked one up, it was like, and a lot of it makes sense to me, and a lot of it I use in day to day, or at least I'm trying to. Like I said, it's early on,
Hmm.
but you're not going to pick up everything, and I haven't either. But I think that just picking them up, reading them, hearing out whatever they have to say, you'll pick up something throughout that, and it's definitely changed a lot of the is it the discourse you have with yourself that I have with myself. It's been a lot more, a lot less self-critical and more uplifting and more just kind of appreciating rather than looking for 1, 2, 3 things to feel bad about, or what you have to get done, or what you haven't done, or what you should have done.
Hmm.
So, kind of shifting your focus, like put the spotlight on good shit, like good shit that's going on in your life, and what you like about yourself, or what you like about the people that are around you. So, it's been good. I like it a lot,
So
and
try to focus more so on the good than so much on the bad, or like
yeah,
dealing
definitely
with the bad
right.
appropriately
And it's like
to really get to the good
you
again.
can't ignore you can't ignore problems, but
No, right, right.
people never give um, themselves enough credit I had the worst time with that. You know that
Yeah.
back a year or two ago. Never focus on what you have done for yourself to get where you're at. Always focus on, like I said, what you haven't done. So I think it's a lot of would do a lot of people good. Maybe tap into the books, maybe, or something, just something,
Yeah.
anything different.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's easy to say. I think we're our own biggest critics, you know. We're going to
Mm.
be harder on ourselves than anybody else is going to be harder on us, and it doesn't, like I've said time and time again, I think it's really dope that, like, when you talk to a therapist or something like that, they're not going to necessarily tell you, oh, hey, it's all right, like, they're going to tell you what you want to hear. They're going to tell you what you need to hear, and I think that's really hard for a lot of people to hear and come to grips with. um but yeah, I definitely agree. What would you say, just, like, I guess, it's simple, it could be a simple answer. What do you think's changed since reading these books for you, like mood wise, or mindset wise?
I think it's definitely a mindset thing. I think there's probably two big things that I can piece together into words right now. The first one would probably be like knowing what ego is, and then kind of pushing that away. I think ego is more than just um, like in one of the books that I was reading, ego was defined as like just separate your mind from your body. Everything that your body has done on this planet is your ego, your accomplishments, your achievements, who you think you are, and who you are. You've been. It was a hard thing for me to grasp in these books, and it's almost harder to even put it into words. But if you separate your mind, your body, you are your mind. You know, your body has, your body just a sack of bones and meat. You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
you were alive before you were born on this planet, which is a weird thing to grasp, and it
Yeah.
took me a long time, but it was here. That finite, infinite energy that you are was brought into the world, and when you die, it's still gonna be here. You know what I'm saying? So basically, ego is just like separating from your ego for me is just separating from everything you have done on this planet. And it reminds me of one of the things in the book was returning to the joy and the happiness that like a newborn baby has. That they have like no nothing to be sad about. You know, nothing to be fucked up about, or like they're just there, appreciating life,
Hmm.
fucking rolling with everything. It's like we can be like that too. I gotta act like kids, you know what I'm saying? But like everything, all life experiences from when you're born up until where you're at now has taken you away from the joy and happiness you had as a newborn kid. It's like once you strip yourself from all these achievements, all these failures, everything else, you return to that, kind of just constant state of um, just appreciating that you're here. That it's even possible that you're here,
Hmm.
and you realize that everything, been good or bad, doesn't define you. It defines shit, honestly. Like, because when you're gone, like nobody fucking talks about any of that shit.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. I probably could have, if I had a little bit more time to think on that, I probably could have articulated that a little bit better.
No,
But
I get
that
what
was
you
definitely
mean.
the first thing that I took away from it. The second one, I mean, it's not even really like a big idea. It's more just like not sweating small stuff, which was the last book I read. That was the title of it, and
Not
it
sweating the
was
small
said
stuff.
Yeah, it's just a book that has 100 different strategies. That's what they call it, but it's like practical everyday things that happen, and then like it offers insight on like different ways to react to certain things or thinking before reacting. And hang on, um, one of the things was looking at problems that you have in your life as a teacher more than an emergency. So, for instance, in my case, I would have problem that I don't have my schoolwork done, and I'd be like, okay, I'm stressing myself out because I don't have schoolwork done. And if you look at that as a problem, it would be gonna stress yourself out, go into kind of like internalize and call yourself all these things like, oh, I'm lazy. I don't put my schoolwork first. All that kind of starts spiraling. But on the other side, if you look at it as a teacher, you can look at it as, okay, my schoolwork done. Um, Procrastinating is something that I need to work on. Putting school first is something that maybe I need to be more on top of, more responsible of. Just kind of thinking about it a little bit more a kind of like forget like a self-forgiving way.
Mhm.
I think is a good way for you to be able to bounce back instead of, just shitting on yourself for something that you haven't gotten done yet and you can still get done, you know. Um, Adding on to that, like having problems, you have a problem and you haven't really acted on it. It always problems gonna present you with something that you wish was different. And like there's two different ways of going about that, like I just explained. So
Mhm.
if you want if you have a problem in your life that really means that you wish something was different, big or small, how you go about changing that can hurt you or help you, you know?
Facts. Oh yeah,
Um,
that's dope. That's dope. Hey, I love
type
this
shit,
shit. I love this shit. I mean,
type shit.
I'm not a big reader. I've thought about it. I've had those books in my hand at the store, like Barnes and Noble or something. When Aaron's in there looking, and I'm like, oh, I think I'm gonna really try to dive into one of these. And I'm
Mm,
just like, man, like it's just it take me so long to read something like that. And so
mm,
I think and there's nothing wrong with like doing it like that. And I think I absorb it a little bit better, like the ebb and flow.
mm,
That shit is incredible. I love listening to him.
yep,
Um, Trying to think, like there's those like the Get Shit Done podcast
mm,
clips. Those are really cool. He's like an Australian dude. I don't know his name off the top of my head, but I've listened to him a couple times. He's actually a life
yeah,
coach. He goes into people's homes and lives with them for like a week, and like just like completely uproots their life and shit, and just gets them to
mm,
change the way they're thinking, and then he'll work with them for like years to come, and it's really cool. Like
mm,
I love hearing people's stories about that shit. But
yeah,
one thing I don't know about you guys, one thing I want to try to do, and I don't know if they're anywhere near me or even us in general, but there's like the men workshop or like the men academy or some shit like that, and it's like these life coaches, dude, and you go and it's like a dormitory stay. You go in there and you stay, and you go with a bunch of other people, and like you just like work on yourself, like you build, like you just go in for like a like I don't know, like a couple weeks, I think is what it is, and I saw it on
almost like a
TikTok.
monastery.
Yeah, something like that. And but like they're just like with you and like these are like dudes like they'll just be sitting there and like they're screaming like but like they're like trauma releasing. You know what I'm saying?
Mm,
And like, stress releasing. They're just like screaming, bro. Like screaming and I'm like, damn,
mm,
like I bet that would be like just so like I don't know, like stress relief or like I can't even think of the word. I think it goes more and it's deeper than a stress relief, but like um I don't know, like invigorating maybe. I don't know. Like
yeah,
I don't know, but
I
I'm
can
in,
see that.
I'm interested in that type of shit. I think it's really cool to dive into the mental. I think it's, they always tell you got to work your mind like you do your body. You gotta work out your mind. So it's
Mm,
I like seeing other people's point of view too. Like I used to be so one track mind and like one sided on an issue and just like trying to grow every day to see the different like there's millions of ways to solve the problem. and just like I love exploring the other 999,000 ways to do it. So
Yep.
it's pretty dope. It's pretty dope. What would be one phrase in the book that stuck with you? Like it doesn't have to be like a topic, but has there, and even if there isn't one, has there been like a simple phrase that's like, oh shit, that's what stuck with me?
There's two. I
Uh-uh.
have two.
All right.
The first one being, life doesn't begin after problems are solved. That is life. You know?
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Then another one, the second one would be, there is no path to happiness. Happiness is the path.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
to expand on the first one, life doesn't begin after problems are solved. You have
And then
to
again,
appreciate life does not begin after problems are solved. That is life. You know, so the road to solving issues or bettering yourself, finding having gratitude in that moment, in that on that path, and appreciating the journey to get there, realizing that that's where you're at. That's everything. You know, that is everything. And then the second one, no way to happiness. Happiness is the way. I think that kind of just adds on to it, really. Like
Oh yeah.
you can choose to be happy, or you can choose not to be. What is fucking going on? You know. Um, what else here? Like, circumstances don't make a person; they reveal a person.
Mm.
You know, if you have some shit that goes on, big, small, whatever, you know, you can choose how to respond to that. You know, and feelings that you've had with whatever in the past, or the way you're living in before a significant event. You know, that'll play a role in future feelings, I guess.
Oh
But
yeah.
um, you gotta stop blaming people or problems that you have in your life, and you'll regain a sense of, the personal power that you've had since birth. You know, so
Oh yeah.
like these are just little things that I like get to read through so much, and it's a lot easier for me to read because I do it. I go to the gym and read on the treadmill. Since I can't lift, I'm in there walking at least.
Mm-hmm.
And when I'm on there reading, I'm walking longer. And so I fly through these books sometimes. Sometimes I don't, but I'm in there regardless. And yeah, just like every 10, 15, 20, 30 pages, however many it is, you find one little line sometimes, and it really hits, and it's like you're glad that you read all the way through there just to find that little piece of information that you knew was there. Like,
Mm-hmm.
you knew it was already an idea. It's just sometimes you got to be reminded, and the way they word certain things, it really resonates with you, and it motivates you to really want to incorporate that in your part of your life. That's what it's really been doing for me.
Oh yeah, brother. That's dope. Respect it. Respect that big time. Um, Something I want to do. I think it'll be fun. I think it'll be a little bit difficult. Maybe to think on the spot, and you can take a minute to think about it if you need to. One thing I want to do, because we're on this topic, let's kind of just force ourselves out of maybe a little bit of a comfort zone. I want to say, name one thing you're proud of about yourself, about, all of us, and then one thing you're proud of about the person in this circle. So, like I say, I'm one thing I'm proud of about AW, one thing I'm proud about D Money. I think that'd be really cool. I think it's kind of goes hand in hand with what we're talking about. I'll give you guys time to think on it. I'll give you guys like 30 seconds or so, and then I'll give my answers. And I think that might kind of give some time to, that way we don't have anybody put on the spot here. But yeah, no, it's dope what you guys are thinking. Yeah, like I said, I've been really really trying to get more in tune with this kind of stuff, and really trying to take a deep dive at how to become better, or how to think about things differently to grow. Because like you said, it's like once we're here, our soul's here, and then we just take life of a body, essentially. I think this is our vessel. Like, this is our vessel for now, and then I think our soul moves on to another vessel in the future life. So I think
And
that's
there's so much shit. There's so much shit from when like we're born, like I said, till now that like it clouds that. Like it clouds that fucking great thing that we can fucking turn into anything.
hmm
You know,
hmm
like all this shit, this exterior bullshit. Like, oh, you're happy. Like, what's wrong with you? Or you think that's funny? Like, what's wrong with you? It's like,
right,
no, it's not a fucking crime to want to feel good. Like, you can just say that if you're ever in a fucking thing. It was in that book, and one of those books, it was just like, just stop what you're doing. If some shit's going sideways, just be like, I want to feel good. Like, there's nothing stopping you from saying that or wanting to feel that way. You
right,
know?
right.
You get caught up in when you're not feeling good. Sometimes you don't really if you're I don't even know, like if you're really tapped in with your thoughts, like if you recognize what thoughts are coming and going, you can recognize when you're in a shitty spot, and you can kind of isolate that thought and recognize that yeah, it's natural for that to be there, but it's not going to be there forever. You know?
Facts. It's just on the road to life. It's just right here. You know.
Exactly.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Oh yeah. All right. Well, I'm gonna go first. I'm gonna pass. I'm gonna give my guys my flowers, or the flowers they deserve here. AW. I'm gonna go first with you. I'm gonna say one thing I'm proud about you is the conversations we had, phone calls we had, a couple years ago. With the Kent situation, you kind of you explored or explained that on past episodes. From being down here and going back home and really taking it on the chin and coming back to Akron and really diving in from a totally different mindset and pushing through and going to school. I'm really proud of you for that, for not maybe just like being stuck, like you said, just being stuck back there in the negatives and really bouncing through that. I really think that's something you should be proud of yourself about. I'm not saying like not even just from the education standpoint, just to getting out of that slump, recognizing the slump, getting surrounded by people that have helped you and really just turning it around and really just kicking it in the ass now, moving forward. So that's something I'm really proud
Oh
of
yeah,
you
man.
on. Respect that
Thank you,
shit.
brother.
Hey,
Thank you.
absolutely. Thank you, brother. D Money, my man's. My man's. I want to say I'm proud of you, just navigating your way through the situation that you kind of explained on now with you with the job stuff and just how we talked recently, our conversation, just about like trying to make shit happen for you and your family and not even for you. One thing I'm proud about you is in the conversations that we've had, you've not once ever put yourself in a situation like in the conversation of to worry about. It's about putting your other people in your life. You know, there's conversations that I'm not going into detail. We know the conversation, but just you're worried about this person, and this person. And I think that says a lot about your character, and I think that's something at the end of the day you really should be proud of because not a lot of people are like that anymore. A lot of people are very selfish, and and you have to be to a certain degree. But I think that one thing I always look up to you and commend you for is your family dynamic. Me and you think very much the same about that, and I really am proud of you for trying to make shit happen. And sometimes it's not as easy, but as it should be for you, But that doesn't stop you. Just keep pushing forward.
Thanks, man. I appreciate
Absolutely,
it.
absolutely. Thank you, brother. I'll make it quick because but one thing I am proud about myself. Just the bounce back out of the police academy stuff. I'm really proud of, just coming out of that mindset for me. It was a very tough thing. That was my second go at a career that I thought was going to be my career. Didn't turn out to be my career. I went and sold cars. I could have just, been satisfied with selling cars the rest of my life, struggling. And I just knew that that wasn't for me. And I had a job opportunity and the job I have now, they denied my application at first, but I called and fought through that and really wanted to fight for that, and it worked out for the best right now with what it is, and so I'm proud that I didn't give up on that and just let it be. So the determination in a sense. So
I'm right. I'm right.
hell yeah. Hey, whoever wants to go next, we got the awkward shit out the way a little bit. So
I'll take it.
I'll
I'll
take
take it.
All right, let's take it, brother. Take it, brother.
All right. Who do I want to start with? I'll save me for last, obviously, because that's what you did. I'll go Dustin first. This is kind of a two-way. It gives for both of you, but I've got one. I gotta kind of split it up.
Okay.
Dustin, I'm really proud of back from when I met you to now, just seeing how you like. And it's weird for me saying this to you because you're older than me, but like just your path to maturity, and now you're a family man. It's like I don't think I'd never pictured it, but seeing it and knowing the guy that you are, it's like it feels right, and it really makes me happy to see that. So I really do appreciate that. Real shit, dude.
Hell
And
yeah, baby.
real shit, dude. Love you, buddy.
Thanks, man.
And for Tybo, got you, dude. You know I got you, man. Too long. Tybo, I would say, I mean, it's the elephant in the room here. It's the journey. You know, it's the journey
The journey.
from the scale up here. It's that steady crawl. You know, plant that seed in your brain. And you took it and ran with it. You know, it didn't take a whole lot for all you had to do is just get a little inkling of an idea. And I mean, I think you streamlined the process and made it easier than I did for myself. And we started with you dragging me into Planet Fitness, and I had to sneak in there because I wasn't old enough.
Facts.
And then I got into it and shared some information with you, and you took it. I feel like you might even have it more figured out than I do on the side of like and training and doing it all the right way and balancing it with life and not letting it take everything over. So really cool to see, and
Oh yeah.
I love it. I love seeing it, dude. I really do.
Much love, brother. I appreciate it, man. I always tell you, you gave me the
100%.
blueprint, and if without that blueprint, I'd have been screwed. So I really appreciate you for the blueprint. Absolutely.
Oh yeah. And for myself, maybe a year ago, I probably wouldn't even be able to come up with anything. But I think it's my ability to come up with something, like have the ability to come up with something that I'm proud of myself for.
Mhm.
Um, I'm proud that I was finally able to stop obsessing over, all these external factors, people, friends, whatever it is, like just detaching from such a social part of life. Not to say that you need social, encounters in your life and you need people around you and all that stuff, but it's like that never made me who I am or who I was, and it still hasn't. And there was a lot of, internal conflict with myself with, oh well, I want to be around. I want all these new friends, and I want to go meet all these new people and run around all these girls, this and that and the other. And it's like it's not. It wasn't a matter of when I was going to get it. It's more of a matter of when I was going to be able to be content with who I am and what I have. And then once I'm able to grasp that and like be good with myself with that idea and not have any doubts about it, the right shit starts flowing into my life, and it has as a result of that. So
Oh
it's
yeah.
pretty sweet to see.
Hell yeah, brother. Amen. Hey, gotta be proud of it, man. Gotta be. Love it. Love you, brother.
Love you, brother.
D Money. My man.
I mean, shit. You
Guy.
guys just made me feel better than I felt in fucking weeks, dude.
Hey, we
I
love
mean,
we
it's
love
that simple
man.
with all that, But, hmm. I'll start with AW. Uh, you know, like you were saying, it's kind of the same for both you guys. 'Cause I've known you, especially Tyler, for as long as I have, and now, AW being, one of the closer guys in my circle for the past, what, 6, 7 years now, something like
In a
that.
grip.
Um, just watching you mature from, 6, 7 years ago. You were what? Fucking, you just turned 21, right?
20.
20, exactly. 13, 14 years old, little high school AW, watching you grow, taking shit by storm, just hitting that fucking high school fucking, you know, all that shit you got to deal with as, you know, maturing as a fucking as a dude for one, you know, dealing with your fucking your hormones essentially, I guess. You know, seeing how you dealt with that compared to, you know, how I've seen other people deal with it and shit. You took it the right way, in my opinion, you know. Um, you know, now listening to everything you were talking about by reading all these books with my dumb ass can't fucking read. My ADD does not allow me at all. I'll start reading one fucking line and get to the bottom of the page and be like, what the fuck did I just read? And I just, nah, I can't do it. I wish I could, but I just can't. But yeah, man, it's you're going on the right path, and I'm proud of you for that. 100%. Now you just gotta fucking keep your head on straight, get fucking done with this school shit, and go do what you gotta do.
That's it. That's it, baby.
But yeah.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate them words.
No problem. Tyler, fuck. Man. I'm just thinking about all the fucking all the old days, man. Running around on fucking Dana Lynn, all fucking what's the word I'm thinking of here? I guess you could say unmature, because we were little fuckers back in the day.
Facts, bro.
But seeing you mature, you know, how AW was saying something about me being a family man, I've seen you grow into a huge family man. You know, jumping into a marriage, what, 18, 19 years old? No, fuck no. You're same age as me, damn near. 22, 23, somewhere around that area, you know. I mean, that's young. You know, and to see it getting stronger each day, you know, that's awesome to see, and I'm hyped as fuck for you for that.
Appreciate it.
Obviously, a little J Money running around now, you know, being a hell of a dad. That's cool. That's cool as fuck too. I like seeing that. You know how you mentioned it about yourself, about how you got the whole academy thing, jumping out, you know, wanting to get that job that you got now, and you fought for it and pushed for it. You know, it's a lot of that's shit you got to do. I mean, a lot of people, oh, they declined me. Fuck it, I ain't gonna fight for it. That's how a lot of people are, and you're not that guy. And I'm proud you finally got that job you want, that job you want to stay with. You know, it's cool, man. I'm happy for you. You know, it's nice. One of my dogs finally fucking getting deep into stride.
Oh yeah.
You know.
I appreciate you, brother.
But yeah. And I guess about myself, I mean, right now is a terrible fucking time to ask me that because of how I've been feeling.
I know. That's why I want you to do it though, because it's important.
Fuck. I guess staying as positive as I can about everything when it's not a positive time at all. When it comes to a lot of things, you know, family aside, that's different. You know, they're always number one. That's my family is good. You know, I'm very happy with my wife. I got a beautiful fucking daughter. You know, I got no problems with that at all in my life. That aspect is 100% my main priority, obviously. But other than that, you know, I've been having problems recently of, you know, checking out early when it comes to like conversations. And yeah, I mean, it's just fucking, it's shitty. It's a shitty time mentally for me. But I guess, like you said, you know, I'm always putting everybody before me, and I guess I'll say that's the one thing that I can get behind with myself right now, because, you know, I've always done that, but dealing with it now, with like having a family, and, you know, and dealing with the shit that I am dealing with, I think that's big. I think it's big that I'm able to keep doing that, you know. And I'll bounce back. I'll bounce back.
Absolutely.
I mean, I've taken a couple L's in the work life, but I'll bounce back just like Big Sean said.
Bounce back.
But hey, um, you know, fourth time being laid off and what, 10 years of working? Who the fuck who has that happen, you know?
Yeah.
Fucking it's crazy, dude. I mean, I talk to my wife about this constantly, you know, I'm just thank God, man. Thank God I got her, cuz who knows where the fuck I'd be right now.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'll stick with that answer. Just me staying as myself and being myself, and yeah, like I said, I disconnect quick. I kind of push myself away from everything right now, but I'll get back to myself. I'll get back to my normal self. There's good days, but there's a lot of bad ones right now. Um, but you know, I think it just makes a difference because like before when I was laid off and you know I was having a hard time. I didn't have a family to take care of or worry about. I just had to kind of worry about myself.
Mm-hmm.
And, I didn't really worry about myself because I've always put everyone before me. And, that's not, it's a good trait to have, in my opinion, but it's not the best. I mean, you gotta put yourself first, too. And I have never done that. It's very, very rare that I've done that. It's, you know, I don't know. I just haven't done it. Probably never will. Even though I should, I tell myself, "Hey, put yourself first once you need to." Everybody walks all over you at times, but hey, fuck it. They mean more to me than I mean to myself, and that's not a good way to think about things. You know. But I'm just I've just always been that way, I guess. So, I mean, I could keep going on and on, but I'm not going to because I pretty much said what I wanted to say.
No, you're good,
Um,
brother. Hey.
so yeah, I'll just leave it at that.
Oh yeah. Respect the answers. I appreciate the kind words, man. And we say it time and time again. Any battle that us three, us four, Duper, included in this. Anything we facing. It's beauty in this is the circle. I'd rather take you three, four, or five people that I consider, in my small circle to check me every day and be with me every day because I know those are the ones I can lean on and count on. And I know that I ain't got to face that situation by myself because I know that if push comes to shove, they're going to be right there pushing the boat with me, So, and that's the same for you right now. It's just a downtime right now and it's a shitty situation. And I wish you never had to go through it. But, the good thing is you don't got to go through it alone. So, but,
And that's one thing that I will say that my circle has gotten a lot smaller as I've gotten older. There's not very many people that I talk about. A lot of things that I talk about, obviously what I just talked about is kind of is obvious,
mm-hmm.
what I'm dealing with, but there's some other things, that come along with that what I'm dealing with that I'm not just gonna fucking blab out, But
Sure.
that's the thing though is one thing I want to make sure that especially you guys know and like Duper and Dicky and a couple other people just because I'm not reaching out doesn't mean I don't care.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of people in my life that used to be in my life that oh he's not reaching out, he don't give a fuck about me, this and that, and I'm just like that's not the case, bro. Like I'm going through shit. Like you should know that if you're my real boy, you know what I mean? If I'm not reaching out, it's because I got other shit on my mind, but I'm still here for you.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you would have came to me for any reason at all, I'm there. You know what I mean? And not a lot of people fucking that were in my previous circle before I got real small. They didn't realize that. They thought that hey, Dustin's not talking to me no more. I guess we're not buddies. We're not friends. All right, good riddance then, motherfucker. You don't want to be in my circle no more. Go fuck yourself. That's how I feel about it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm not gonna fight my own fucking battles and demons about myself and deal with shit that you're dealing with when you don't give a fuck about mine. You know, like get the fuck out of here. I mean, it is what it is. You know, I probably lost friends because of it, but like I just said, they didn't give enough fucks about me. So why would I give a fuck about them? You know, and it sits in the back of my mind sometimes. You know, about friends that I used to be really really close with and shit, and I'm like, man, no, I do think about them. You know, I wonder how they're doing. You know, I wonder, you know, if everything's good in their life. But you know, there's times that I've wanted to reach out. You know, hey, how you doing? You know, and there's a couple times that I have, and I've got no responses, and I'm just like, all right. So, I mean, if that's how that's gonna be, then so be it. I'll just keep sitting here wondering, you know, how's he doing? How's this person doing? How's that person doing? You know, and I mean, you
Says a
see
lot
things
though.
on what's that?
Says a lot though, being able to reach out to whoever it is, whether it's somebody from a long time ago or somebody now. Whenever, like, one of the things that I think about is like anytime somebody I think about pops in my head, shoot them a thing. What's going on? Give them a call. What's going on? Like, whether you get a response back or not, it's like you'll be good with yourself knowing that you care
You
enough to
tried.
reach out, and
You tried.
you send that out. Whatever happens after that, that's out of your hands.
Right.
Facts.
Right. Yeah. There's times, you know, I have reached out to a couple guys, and you know, and we haven't talked, but it's like it's like that awkward, you know, man, I haven't talked to you in years type thing to where you like I don't know anything about you anymore, but it's like you do know me. Like I'm the same dude that I was. I'm just more mature. I've grown, you know, I've grown as a human, I've grown as a person, you know, like someone say from high school. You know, I've been out of school 11 years now. Say someone out of high school, like, yeah, I'm still that same dude I was in high school. I'm still that fucking goofy ass idiot that, you know, I'm still him, you know, and you guys know that. You guys see me act the way that I act when I'm with you guys, and you know, we're having a good time. I'm still that's how I've always been. It's just now, you know, married, got a kid, you know, I'm a grown ass man, you know, I'm gonna be 30 next year. Like I'm fucking grown. Like you can't expect me to act like that, you know, 24 fucking 7 and not, you know, deal with the shit that I got going on in my life, you know, acting the same way. Like I got to fight that shit too at the same time when I'm trying to, you know, be that same guy from 10, 11 years ago. But it's like I don't want to be fake about it, you know? Like I want the way that I'm feeling and acting to be genuine. I don't want to be that fake, you know. I just don't like that. I don't like that fake shit. You know, it drives me nuts. Like someone, you know, say me and Tybo don't see each other for 2 years, you know, and like something happened that like between us, but nothing really happened. We kind of like disconnected for a little bit, you know, and then we run into each other at one point, and it's like if I'm pissed at you, I'm not gonna go around and be fake about it and shit and say like, you know, like, oh, what's up, brother, you know, stuff like that. It's like that ain't me. Like I don't want that fake ass friendship. I don't want that fake ass relationship, you know. Like I want, you know,
I'd rather you
I'm
walk up to
not
me after
sure.
that and do that to me. I'd rather you be like that, honestly, you know?
right, but that's the thing. It's like I'll have a conversation with you, but it ain't gonna be, you know, in depth. Like, how you doing? You know, no, I'm good, man. You know,
Mm-hmm.
that's about it. Like, I'm not gonna go into depth to have a conversation with you when, you know, the past 10 years, like, you haven't given a shit to reach out, or the 2 years. I'm sorry, I said 2 years, but like the past 2 years, you haven't had dealt. Like, you know, like if we went 2 years starting today, you know, like you know my life, you know what I got going on in my life. Like if you ask, like, oh, how's your daughter? Oh, she's good. Like if you haven't reached out in 2 years, or I haven't reached out in 2 years, I wouldn't expect you to tell me anything about Jameson or Aaron or yourself. You know, it's like obviously there's a reason why we disconnected, and I obviously didn't give a shit to reach out because you pissed me off or vice versa. You know what I mean? I'm not there. There's no point. There's no reason to um elaborate on your own life whenever the person you're talking to honestly hasn't given a shit. That makes sense.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So it's like, I don't know. And I have one in my mind that has happened, and I'm not gonna obviously say it here, but if you want to know, I'll tell you after. Um,
Well, we share mutual ones, so
oh, I'm sure.
we
Yeah.
we have that. But hey, you know what? Like when the Joey Diaz said it, I'd rather have like what? Give me 3 motherfuckers, 4 motherfuckers, 5 motherfuckers. We'll take over a country. You know, I don't need a bunch of people in my life. I'm cool with what I got, and it's that quality over quantity. You know, that's what it is. If I know that
That's why my circle's like this.
exactly.
It's not this no more. It's this.
No, exactly.
I could count my good bros, my boys on, 2 fists instead of a big ass ball sack.
Mm.
You know?
Mm.
Great analogy.
Yeah.
Great analogy. Put that on a shirt.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Man.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Nighttime creations, get me a shirt made, boy.
Get him a shirt. Get him a shirt.
I can count my friends, my boys on 2 fists
Not a nutsack.
instead of a big ball sack.
Instead of a big ball sack.
And then put a sack at the bottom of it.
And don't leave it clean shaven.
No, you gotta leave that hair on there. You gotta let them know.
Oh shit.
Maybe put a little hand under it and
Hot summer's day.
you know.
Drooping.
Yeah.
Thumbprints, fingerprints.
Fingerprints, bro. That's crazy. Well, hey, I'm gonna skip all the other segments of the show today. I think you boys are okay with that. I think we've been this is the first time in a very, 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 very long time that we have not used the segments as fillers for an EP. Not that they're not. I mean, there's just some shit we talk about that we can talk about for 10, 15, 20 minutes and then we're ready to move on. But anytime we get into the mental health or anytime we get into just that deep, deep shit below that, much more before or below the surface level shit, I always love to just kind of put that in the spotlight and in the limelight and let it go and let it just run its course. And I really, really think that we had a hell of a conversation. I'm gonna push the shit out of this EP when it comes out. I'm really hoping that people, if they don't watch any other episode of the Nice Guys podcast, they'll take the time to watch this one. The only thing I will say about that is I wish Duper was on the EP, but I understand why he's not tonight. And so, yeah. I mean, AW, I really appreciate you coming back again, man, for the 3rd time. I really do.
Of course.
Invitation's always open. Come back 4th, 5th, 6th time. I don't care. Come back 100 times. I don't care. Hopefully,
Sure.
when episode 1197 releases, you're the guest on the EP again. So, that's several years down the road.
We got a studio.
Yeah, well, maybe we'll have a studio. That's the goal. That's the end goal with this is an in-person studio. So, we'll see what happens. But yeah, hey, D-Money. I guess with that being said, before we all take off here. You can't disappoint the fans. We got to go with the top 5. We got to do the nice chat. You want to pop off the analytics for this one, brother?
Yeah.
Bang, bang.
Bang, bang plays, baby. That's what we make.
Hey.
Bang, bang plays.
This week we only had 31 votes, which is down from the norm, but we still appreciate it.
Before you say that, yeah, we still appreciate it, but Facebook fixed it, so I'm able to not do it in the group anymore.
I noticed
it's
that.
Back, yeah, so it's back to normal again until it fucks up again. But yeah, we're rocking with it.
Right. We had favorite dog breeds, favorite stores, dream cars, and sports mascots. Dog breeds won by a fucking landslide. I mean, they had 17, and second place was mascots and dream cars with 5. So.
Holy shit. Landslider.
Yeah, they won by a big time landslide there.
Hell yeah.
But that being said,
top 5. I've got 5. I don't have any honorable mentions.
I got a shit ton of honorable mentions because I love dogs.
I do too. All right, fine.
I mean,
I might have a couple on there, but we'll see.
I did like. Most of my honorable mentions are like the normal ones that I really love, that I love, but the ones that are in my top 5 are like, damn, I want that dog, Okay.
All right, hey, respect that.
Respect it. So,
Same.
I'll go first.
Let's do it, brother.
All right, my number 5 is a Great Pyrenees. Big fucking dogs. Big
dog.
fucking dogs on this list, baby.
Big dogs only.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I love it. AW, why don't you go second, brother?
All right. My number 5 is a little bit different from the rest of my list. Are all big dogs, but this one's a little more on the softer side, I guess you could say.
Okay. Hey, how are you?
Number 5, I got brown lab.
Okay.
Something about a brown lab.
Like the
I see
chocolate
this one
lab?
on TikTok all the time.
Yeah.
Yes. I see this one on TikTok, and it's fat with like a pushed-in snout. It just looks amazing. Like
Hell
you,
yeah.
you and that dog could be boys.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah.
Listen,
So yeah.
I got 2 labs. Them 2 dogs, man. They're the homies.
And they live forever.
Yeah.
Labs live for fucking ever.
Like
Yeah. Facts.
watch. Bank. Bank.
Big plus.
Come
Indy.
Big
Come
as
here.
fuck.
I got
Come
him.
here. Come here.
He's like, oh shit, we messed up. That's funny. Hell yeah. We love
These
it.
2, man. These the homies. Huh.
Homies.
Oh yeah.
This
Hell
one's ridiculous. She's crazy. Thinks like, yeah, whatever. I'm over it, dude.
Yeah, Mink is definitely since getting the ball snipped, he's definitely calmed down. Indy's definitely
Yeah.
taken over as the
This
Oh,
one's
crazy one.
spayed. She's spayed. She's just
I
still
know, but
fucking
she
crazy.
she's still got the puppy in her though too.
She's still crazy, huh?
Crazy as
Oh,
hell.
baby girl.
Love it. Love it. Number 5 for me. This is a dream job. Jesus, a dream dog. It does go hand in hand. They do work as my dream job, but a German Shepherd. I
knew
would
it.
I would
I
love to
knew it.
have. Actually, well, yeah, a German Shepherd, and then 5B would be a Dutch Malinois. They're like a German Shepherd, and they're dope, dude. Them things are work dogs, and
Killers.
that was the
They'll
that was
fuck
the
you up.
yeah, they'll fuck you up. That was the dream job for me though, was to be a canine handler on a police department somewhere. Just getting dope off the streets, but yeah, German Shepherd, that's a dream dog of mine one day to have. So that's my number 5.
I like that answer a lot. It's my number 4.
Thank you, brother.
Tight.
Oh yeah, I think we're all gonna have kind of similar answers moving into our.
Well,
our top.
I tried to stay away from like the typical like, you know, dogs that I'll probably honestly have as pets.
Okay, I
you know.
respect that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
My number 4 is a Newfoundland.
Okay.
Big ass dogs with the web feet.
Yes.
Something about it ever since I was a kid. I heard about it on the what was it, Lewis and Clark,
Yeah.
one of the expedition. They
Yeah.
had one of those,
Yeah.
and I seen it on there. And ever since I seen that, I've always wanted one of those big ass dogs.
They are dope. Number 4 for me, probably going to be in somebody's list higher up. Number 4 for me is going to be a Rottweiler. Just grew up around them from P-Dub having them. But no, I love them. I think that they're awesome dogs. I think, you train them right. They're very, very protective and loyal dogs. And one thing about me, I always just wanted a dog that I could feel, not I guess protected by, but know if shit hit the fan, like that dog's gonna step up and do what
Question.
it's supposed to do. So, but yeah, I just love the coloring on Rots, and shout out Chop.
Shout out.
Yeah, no, shout out Kiesel, shout out Bear, Gino, all of them. Sunka, man, all of them. Shout them out. Great dogs. D-Money, what's the number 3, brother? What's the bronze medal?
Give me the fucking old Bernese Mountain Dog, bro. Them bitches are
Yeah,
Mm,
it's a good one.
that's a good one for sure.
Yeah.
My 3 is a Bull Mastiff.
Oh yeah,
I fucking love Mastiffs, bro.
yeah,
Those things are humongous.
yeah,
They're ripped. They're ripped.
yeah. That's facts. That's facts. Number 3 for me, they get. I don't even know. Maybe not so much anymore, but they always have had a bad rap. But pit bulls, man, pits. I love pits, man. I know. I've known a lot of people that have had pits, and they've just been some of the nicest, most mild-mannered dogs. That just need love, man, and that's the number one breed I think you see in all the shelters is pits or a pit mix. But man, I love the I don't know what breed it is specifically, but they're like the silver, and I think they're blue nose, but they have like that really light blue colored nose and they're light silver fur. Man, golly, they're beautiful. And then they have the baby blue like water eyes. Beautiful dogs. Beautiful dogs.
Number 2 for me, another big one, Saint Bernard.
Oh yeah, dope. You want all that drool everywhere? Just that.
I don't even give a fuck, dude. I'm for
My
it.
two and my 3 could have been swapped, but we have the same 2 and the same Bernard. So
I love it. Love
that's
it.
another one. Since I watched fucking Beethoven, I've always wanted that dog.
Hell yeah.
So.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I do want to say number 2 and number 1, or it's not a 2 and a 1, it's a, not even a 1A, 1B. It's a 1 capital A, as Duper said last week, and 1 lowercase a, as Duper said last week with his D-Money. You missed it. It was content creators last week. So
okay.
we had really good ones for that. But number 2 is a boxer. I love my little girl dog, Bailey. She's a boxer. Husky mix. But she has the husky ears. Don't even look at me like that. I'm going to get them tested. Or shepherd, sorry, not husky, shepherd, sorry. Yeah, you're right, shepherd. But yeah.
I feel like I deserve an apology.
Hey, well, you're looking at me like I was stupid. I just meant the ears. But no, she's cool. She's funny when she plays. She's lazy as all hell. She doesn't do much, but when she plays hard. So, but yeah, that's my number 2.
My number 1's obviously a lab.
Yeah.
Of any sort, retrievers, any lab. That's my number 1. Most loving fucking dogs, in my opinion, man. Man, they're the GOAT, in my opinion.
Oh yeah.
Top spot.
Top spot. What's that?
My
top
one, as if it couldn't be any more obvious, is the Rottweiler.
Yeah.
I've had him since I was born. The only dog that's ever been brought into my house willingly has been a Rottweiler. And when I buy my own dog, have my own house, it's gonna be the same shit. I mean, like you said, it's just the best breed I've ever been around. With protective, the family, loyal. Sometimes they're too protective, as you've seen.
Yeah.
As somebody in your room might know about. I won't get into that. But
someone might need to get that tattooed.
yeah, maybe. But nah, it's just I mean there's nothing bad other than be aggressive a little bit that I can say about the breed, and they look cool as fuck all the time.
Hell yeah. Number 1 for me is going to be D-Money's answer is a lab. I've been around a ton of labs. I think Zoe was my first exposure to a black lab. Hell of a dog. I miss that dog, but she was a dope dog. And Spike is a mountain cur / lab mix. So you can see the mountain cur in him more than anything, but he does have that lab in him. And that dude, man, I tell you what, it's not his fault, it's mine. I should have trained him when he was younger, but I would have loved to take him to like he loves the squirrel hunt. Dude's killed 2 possums now that have come into the yard. He has protected me from a German Shepherd attack. He's fucked up a German Shepherd, protecting me. So he might be, he might not be the most friendly dog when it comes to, being around other dogs or, in that sense. But labs, man, they're dope and they're a lovable breed and they're a very good work dog. I mean, a lot of fire companies and departments use labs for arson dogs, or retrieval dogs, obviously Labrador Retriever. But yeah, any kind. I did have a chocolate lab before. I love the chocolate. If I had to pick one out of like the white, yellow lab, chocolate or black lab, I'd go with a chocolate lab. But yeah, nonetheless, lab be my number 1. Honorable mention. The only thing I have on there is a Kangal. Them things are fucking ferocious.
Mm,
Them things
they
are
are.
massive. That's the only one that really came to my mind. That I don't know if I'd even want to have one because they're so fucking big and they probably tear my ass up. But
That's how mine is.
yeah,
And Corsos.
yeah, Cane Corso. Holy
They
shit.
just scare the shit out of me, dude.
Yeah, I would.
I mean, it could take my butt in 5 seconds.
Yeah, yeah. My whole neck's in his mouth, bro.
Yeah.
Ringing me like
Oh
a
my
chew toy.
god. Ring
Yeah.
me.
Yeah. What else? You got anything else on your honorable mention?
Me?
Yeah, I don't. I only have the one.
Nah, yeah, I just got the one.
D Money's got a list. Let's hear the list, D Money.
I only put 4. I wasn't gonna, like I
Alright.
said, I could have gone hella long, but
Oh yeah.
Great Danes, Rots,
Mm.
any type of bull, any type of bulldog, and like pit bulls and shit. So I'll keep
Yeah.
it short, but you know them are up there.
I do want a bulldog one day too. A bulldog.
French
would be
bulldog.
dope. A French, yeah, French is dope. I mean either one, but I do fucking want a bulldog. My dad had or no, my aunt had a bulldog. My aunt Megan, she had a bulldog growing up. His name was Sarge. He'd just walk
Oh, yeah.
into the room, eat fucking hot dogs and everything, and he'd be like, he'd do that like they grunt thing that they do. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's fucking sweet. Though bulldogs are dope. Anyway, before we go out and get out of here, AW, you got anything else you want to add, brother, to the EP?
Yeah, I'm just I'm glad we have this little thing that we got going here. We can, get together and whether it's recorded or not, it doesn't make a difference to me. I appreciate if it's not in person, we at least get to hop on a screen and with each other and bounce ideas off each other and the shit we've had going on.
Hell
I
yeah.
like it. I love it.
You want some more of it?
Absolutely.
D Money, you got anything, brother?
No, I'm good.
You got it. He's got it. He's saving it for me, putting the workload on my shoulders. Here we go. As I always say. Our sponsors, shout them out real quick. Arbor Elite, springtime is here. You need work done, call them up. They'll do a hell of a job for you. Nighttime Creations, if you guys want some dope gear. Hopefully D-Money and I can put our heads together, get some spring gear moving forward for you before, or even summer gear. Doesn't have to be a spring release, could be a summer release too. So nonetheless, check out Nighttime Creations. Say it here, as always, Shank It Golf. Use the code TheNiceGuys, 15% off your order. Golf season is upon us. Shout out Tiger. Let's go back and win another Masters. Anyway, Cowboy Revolutionary Apparel, 15% off your order. Use the code TheNiceGuys. That's a military-owned cowboy modern apparel company out of Texas. Really dope gear. I have a T-shirt. I think I haven't worn it on the pod. I'll wear it maybe next EP. I'm waiting for it to get a little bit warmer down here in the basement before I wear short sleeves full time. But nonetheless, check out their gear. It's really dope. And I don't think I'm missing anybody else as far as sponsors go. But nonetheless, hey, we appreciate everybody taking the time to check out the channel, checking out the EPs, voting on the polls. We had a big number. We're dropping back down, but we're going to work on that. I've been lazy when it comes to posting TikToks and pushing our content in the sense of shorts, so you're not having to watch a whole EP. But yeah, nonetheless, we appreciate you rocking with us. We always say that we want to bring you quality content from this channel that you guys look forward to when it comes out. And we're just here to grow. We're here to be better. We're here to help. We're here to make you laugh, cry, hop on board and have a different way of seeing an outcome or whatever have you. Just to wind down and enjoy entertainment for an hour plus every week or so. But nonetheless, with that being said, I don't got anything else to add. If these boys don't got anything, as always, stay golden. Till next time. Hey, how are ya? We're the nice guys. We'll catch you back next time.